Hello, it's Mrs. Carter again. So, this week we are going to review some art classroom expectations, a little bit about what we did last week. We're also going to go over what we're going to do this week. So, let's begin. So some classroom expectations are muting your mic if it's not already muted upon entry, making sure that we log on 2 to 5 minutes before class begins so we are all using our time wisely. And when we know the answer, raising our hand in the Google link or raising our hand in person on the video screen so I can help everybody in the classroom at one time. If we're all just talking, then I can't ever get to one person. It wouldn't be fair to everybody in the classroom. So that is very important. I know it's exciting to know the answer about something, but make sure that we are demonstrating the proper behavior in raising a hand. We want a positive environment in this year, and we should all have the same goal in mind to have a fun and successful year. So if you were not able to meet with us the first week, go ahead and review on the Google Classrooms your assignment from the first week. You also should be reviewing the information in the playlist that's titled Playlist Weekly, and making sure that you are knowing what you need to do. Since this is your class, it's very important that you know what you need to do and or ask questions. That way you can get clarity. The assignments are posted in Google Classrooms under coursework. There's a new assignment every week. It's your responsibility and job to complete that assignment. Make sure that you see how much points each assignment is worth and when it is due. So it is due 6 days from the first time we meet. I know there are lots of classes at Westbrook, so these dates and due dates are all different from maybe your other friends in other classes. Make sure that you know when your assignment is due. Let's talk about your assignment for this week. So this week you are going to design a slide about yourself. So in this slide, I have provided an example for you to look at. You can find it on Google Classrooms. You click Intro to Art Week, the second week, and then you can see the PowerPoint. On the last slide, I went ahead and gave an example of my slide, but you will need to go into Google Slides yourself to create a new one to do your assignment. So, what you're going to do is you're going to design a slide about yourself using Google Slides, list 3 facts, boom, 3 facts about yourself, add a picture if possible. Please title the slide with your first and last name. This will help me learn more about you. So it's very important that you title your slide with the facts about yourself. So I can put a nice name to all the really cool information that you're going to tell me. Also, please put a nice picture so I can see who I am learning about. Your slide may contain a background color or a theme. You can change this up at the beginning of your screen at the top where you see some slides, backgrounds, transitions. You can play around with the color. Have fun with it. This is a really nice opportunity to express your personality and express some things you like. Maybe your favorite color or maybe your favorite sports team. You might be able to find a cool way to insert a picture about these things or represent them in the slides. You want to, if you can, if you feel like you really understand how Google Slides work, you can modify or change some fonts and make them look funky or cool. Maybe add the word art and change up the way things appear. You can also add animations. Like I said earlier, this assignment is due 6 days from your first class. Make sure that you're working on it. And when we meet in class, if you have any questions you need to ask by raising a hand and waiting to be called on by myself, or you can type them out to me. That way I can answer your questions. So we're completing this slide so I can get to know you better. It's very important that we get to know each other. Some vocabulary that we're going to learn is design. So design means, because I just said design your own slide, and you might not know what that means in an art room. So how you design something in an art project is you're involving a creative plan with a piece of art to achieve these objectives. So you're going to use them with images, symbols, or words. And in Google Slides, it's pretty sweet because you can change the theme or appearance of the slide. So Google Slides is a program on Google that we all have, and it's an online presentation app that lets you create and format presentations and work with other people. So on one of the last couple of slides, there are steps on how to complete this. If you haven't ever done this before, I provided the steps for you. I'm going to go over them, but you can also open this slideshow that tells you how to do it. In the playlist also, there are some cool links that go over how to accomplish this if you just want some more clarity, or someone else there's a link on YouTube that someone else is going to explain it more in depth. So check that out. All right, so step 1. So you're going to create a presentation. You click that after you open up Google Slides. To create a new presentation, you open the slides at the home screen. I provided the link, so all you have to do is click that or have that open in your browser. This will create and open your new presentation. So you'll hit on the top left, start a new presentation. Then you can title your work. You can edit and format a presentation, making sure that you add, edit, or format text, images. You may even provide a video in the slides. That's pretty neat. There's a nice tutorial on how to gain clarity if you're still confused on how to do this. You would just click the link that I provided. Please make sure that you have your name on the slide and name attached to your work so I know who to give credit to. You're going to submit it in Google Classrooms. You're going to show up for art with a positive mindset and a can-do attitude like we all have. And then if you have any questions, we'll go over those questions individually. So the last slide is my example. I provided a picture in the top left. I titled it About Mrs. Carter. I talk about a little bit about where I live, where I grew up, how I'm excited to be here with you. I talk about, on the second fact, that I'm married and have an orange cat named Thelonious Monk. That's my second fact about myself. Third fact is where I went to college, because I went to 2 different colleges. So it can be simple and you can make it advanced, but this is your project, so make it about yourself and have fun doing it. Some cool things that you can learn from this project is you are going to create art in many different ways, so you can do that. You can follow the steps to create a piece of artwork. And in this, you can also explain to myself in the debrief and reflect about how you made the artwork, if you're confused, and how you know the process. So make sure that you're filling out the debrief and reflect every assignment. It's very important that I get feedback on what you still need to go over, if you're confused about something, or if anything helped you that I prepared for you. That way I can do this again, and I can make learning the smoothest and the best way that I know how to, so I can help you. So what you're going to be learning about This week is you're going to learn how to use and experiment with different art materials, technologies, and techniques. That way you can process artwork in different ways. You're going to connect artistic ideas and works of art with personal and external meaning. And you're going to prepare your artwork for presentation. So you are doing a lot this week. Make sure that you are going over the assignment from last week and have that completed. Make sure that you are asking questions when you show up to class if you have any. If you don't, you still need to show up so you can get points for being in class. And that is about all for today, folks. So it has been really fun talking to you, and you can watch this video again if you have any questions. Thank you for spending the time on reviewing the video. Thank you again for reviewing all the information from this week. So you've got a lot to do. You need to go over the playlist. You need to go over the assignment. You have already done a good job on showing up and watching this video. So boom, you're done with that. You need to submit your assignment 6 days from the first day you have class. You also need to fill out the debrief and reflect form. That's a Google form. That way we can have clarity together about what's working. Well, I hope you have a great day, and it was nice checking in with you. I will see you soon. Goodbye.